Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om. Mrityunjayaha. Mrityu means death and Jayaha means victory. This name of the Lord indicates that He is immortal. He has won over death, and in Vedanta we say that what is born has to die, and what dies will be reborn. So what is Mrityunjaya then? One who abides in the nature as pure consciousness which is unborn is the one who has gone beyond death. And Bhagavan is that infinite consciousness which is beyond birth, change and death. He is Aja, Avyaya and Avinashi, all the three. Unborn, unchanging, imperishable. That which is finite perishes, that which is infinite is imperishable. Shiva means that infinite consciousness. Second meaning is one who protects the devotees from death, from disease, from change, from sorrow, is Mrityunjaya. So it is said, Yasmin yukto rishayo devatascha tameva jnatva mrityupashanchinati. Having united with whom the devatas, rishis, all the saints, sages, everyone come to know him and destroy the bondage of death. So it is said that the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, Om Tyambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanan Mrityormukshi Amamritaat. This mantra, when we chant, it helps the devotee to avoid untimely death. It helps to strengthen the health, recover from diseases, protects from physical harm, destruction, etc. And in this way, Mrityunjay Bhagavan helps the devotee directly also, as well as through the mantra also. So one way the Lord protects is through this. Other way the Lord protects is by giving us the knowledge of the self. The knowledge of the imperishable absolute self, which is our true nature. When we realize that self, we go beyond death. Please remember what we said in the beginning, what is born has to die. So it does not mean that the devotee of the Lord will not have physical death. The devotee of the Lord also will drop the body at some point in time. But the pain and sorrow associated with that is destroyed. The fear, the pain, the sorrow associated with it, that is destroyed through the right knowledge. So Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand used to roar in his yajnas, everybody dies, but no one dies. And 3-4 times he would roar like that, and people would be stunned listening to that. Everybody dies, but no one dies. And then he would explain, everybody dies, no one dies. The one absolute truth which is there in the hearts of all, that is imperishable, that does not die. Body perishes. If we think we are the body, then when body dies, we feel the sorrow, pain, misery. And when the body is born, we feel we are born. That is product of ignorance. That ignorance is destroyed by the Lord by giving us the knowledge of the self. And hence he protects us from Mrityu. So there is a story in the Puranas where it is said that Mrikandu Rishi and his wife Marudvati, they did not have a child. They worshipped Lord Shiva, and by his grace and blessings, they were blessed with a child. But the Lord said that the child will live only for 16 years. This young child was very bright and brilliant because he is Amsha of Lord Shiva himself. And the parents also brought him up with a lot of love and affection. When he entered the 16th year, the father was very worried. And from childhood, he used to worship Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is his Ishtadevata. In this way, the child grew up with good knowledge, samskars, sadhana, being polite, loving, etc. When the child entered the 16th year, the father was very worried. And one day the son asked him that, "Oh father, why are you so worried? What makes you sad?" So the father told the son, "You are born by the blessings of Lord Shiva, and he had told us that your life would be only for 16 years. And you are in the 16th year right now. So we are sad that we will lose you soon." The son said, "Don't worry. I will worship the Lord, and the Lord protects everyone, so he will definitely protect me." So he continued to do his upasana of the Lord. And when the 16th year was about to end, that day Markandeya was doing the worship of Lord Shiva, and suddenly he felt a noose around his neck. And the noose of Lord Yama had fallen on the neck as well as on the Shivalinga, because Markandeya held the Shivalinga. And Lord Yama tried to pull, he was doing his duty. But suddenly from that Shivalinga, Bhagavan Shiva manifested and gave one kick to Lord Yama. Lord Yama fell somewhere far away. So finally he came and he sought forgiveness of the Lord along with the Yamadutas. So Lord Yama said that I was only doing my duty. Bhagavan said, "Indeed, you were doing your duty, but you forgot that he was doing his upasana at that time." And the noose fell on the devotee and the Shivalinga, and you were trying to separate the devotee from the Lord. And hence, this is your karma phala. Bhagavan gave darshan also to Markandeya, and Markandeya sings a whole stuti that is called Chandrasekhara Ashtakam, and every shloka of that stuti ends with one line which says, "Chandrasekharam ashraye mama kim karishyati vai yamaha," that I take refuge of Chandrasekhara, the Supreme Lord Shiva. What will Yama do to me when I have taken the refuge of the Supreme Lord Shiva, who is Chandrasekhara, who has the moon in his jata? So it's a beautiful stuti. At the end of that stuti, Bhagavan confers immortality on Markandeya, and in this way, Bhagavan protected him from death. So till the end of this kalpa, Markandeya is one of the 8 Chiranjeevis. Now, what is important to understand is, even at the end of the kalpa, Markandeya's body will drop, but because of surrender to the Lord, the fear associated with death, the pain, the sorrow, all those anxieties have completely gone because he surrendered to the Lord.
It is a beautiful situation. Look ahead. Draw inspiration not from those who are around you. Not because you have got already a large number of people supporting you. They may not support you. Draw your inspiration from that ideal alone. Lord Death may come to Markandeya just now. He may put the nose on your neck and he start efficiently pulling you, because he has been practicing it every day, efficiently pulling out. But you hold on to the ideal, something happens. Out of that ideal comes out a mighty power which destroys. Not you, but that mighty power destroys the Lord Death and saves you. So yours is only the duty of understanding what we must do. Start doing it right away.
So the Mrityunjay mantra is found in the Rig Veda 7.59.12 as well as in Yajurveda 3.60. It also comes in the extension of the Rudram portion, again from the Yajurveda. Vasishtha Maitra Varuni is the Rishi of the mantra, and Rudra is the Devata. And the chanting of that mantra regularly also helps the devotee to overcome the fear of death, and it's a beautiful mantra to avoid untimely death as well as to seek immortality. The meaning of that, let us listen from Puja Gurudev himself.
Om Trayambagam, Om, O Lord, the Supreme Infinite Reality. Trayambagam, the one who has got three eyes, Lord Shiva. Ejamahe, I am invoking his grace. Sugandhim Pushtivardhan. Who is he? He is the one who Vardhanam increases in me. Sugandhi, good fragrance. Good fragrance, good vasanas. Pushti, development. Not only health of the body, the beauty of the health of the mind, the beauty of the emotions, and the health and vigor of the intelligence. All these are in his presence alone is possible. When Sugandhi, when the vasanas are purified, my mind and intellect becomes relatively quiet. Quieter the mind and intellect, the intellectual capacities in you increases. Pushti Vardhana. Urvarukamiva, just as the cucumber. Urvarukam, cucumber. Now, cucumber, if you have seen, is a tendril, and the fruits come out of it. And the fruit is so beautifully glued to the tendril. The tendril has no capacity to carry the weight of the fruit. So even if you have got a bundle on which it is spreading, it will be sagging because of the fruit. Generally, the fruit will be on the floor. But the connection between it is so powerful. Like tomato, mango, even when it is ripe, a mango can be just touched to fall off. Every fruit, when it is ripe, will fall off. Cucumber is the only fruit that never falls off. Even when it is ripe, if you are not removing it, it will rot in that very same stem, burst out and pour out his seeds. It will not fall away. By itself cannot fall. My Urvarika, my cucumber, my vasana bundle will not fall off by itself. The farmer has to come. And the farmer has to. There's no other way. So Urvarukam, Ho Parmeshwar, Lord Shiva, the three-eyed Lord. Three-eyed because he sees what you see, but also he sees something else. He who has got the knowledge of the higher. Please remove this bundle of vasanas in me. I have purified it as much as I can. The seeds in me is now ripe. But the fruit will never fall off. The ego will not fall off. Cut it asunder. And I can't do it. The farmer will have to do it. The fruit by itself cannot do it. Urvalikamiva, just as the cucumber. Bandhanad, my bondage to the tree. Mrityoho muktiya, please release me from death, from the realm of time and change. Ma Amargad. Oh Lord, don't take me away from Amargad. Meaning, I want to enjoy that reality. Don't take me away from both. Is the mantra meaning.
Om Namah Shivaya.